You still go by Sean the Run Bum Blanton? Where did Run Bum come from?
Yeah, definitely I do. Totally. Wear that name proudly. Everybody says they got like, a trail name or something. Mine
Yeah.
was kind of predates all that. It actually was the start of my company. So I put on trail running races and at least before COVID, we were one of the larger, if not the largest trail running race company. I hate that word, by the way. Being one lady that works for me,
Yeah.
who's awesome, by the way, uh, and east of the Mississippi. And one day I used to referee soccer and sports full time, living basically in my parents' basement, being a bum, hence the bum.
Yeah.
And this dude, I was started running all these like long distances. I was training and fighting Muay Thai, Thai kickboxing, and somehow got into running. And it got me out of like this weird funk depression kind of in my life in my early 20s. I'm 34, older than Jesus, as we say. But yeah, it got me out of this funk. And, I was probably 22 at the time. And I was playing soccer and people were like, oh yeah, that's that guy that runs real far and shit like that. And this dude walked up to me. I not only did I referee soccer, but I played since I was 4, right? And so this guy walks up to me and goes, bro, you're the run bum. And I was like, man, what the fuck are you smoking? Like, that's crazy. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, get away from me with that nonsense, right? He goes, no, dude, you are run bum. And I'm like, okay. He goes, we need to have a business meeting. And I was like, man, this guy's high as hell. And so we ended up having a business meeting, which ended up us going to a bar and him buying me a bunch of drinks, which I was very wary of. An older man telling me when to have a business meeting and buying me drinks.
Yeah.
Turned out the guy is now like one of my good friends. We started Run Bum, which I've now bought him out years ago. And I randomly started races. And the whole thing was kind of like being a skier bum, but you run. And that kind of, the reason he called me that was like I would go on these, blow all my money on traveling and running while I was traveling. And I would kind of, like, this is like the early days of Facebook kind of stuff. And I would post I'd find like a local running group, and which is why I started the East Coast Trail and Ultra Runners Facebook group as well. As I wanted to connect people around the country to be able to, hey, where do I go run? Anybody have a place for me to stay? Yada, yada. But I used to post on these like local pages, like examples, like Valley Isle Road Runners in Maui in Hawaii. I was like, hey man, this is 8-9 years ago. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna be out there. Does anyone have a place that I could crash, like a sofa, a floor? Like, will you take me trail running? Like, show me some spots, whatever. Within 30 minutes, a guy who is now one of my best friends, Matt Fober, was like, yo, bro, I'll pick you up from the airport. We'll go for a run. You can crash on my couch, blah, blah, blah. Like, my wife and kid are cool with it. Hell yeah, dude. Like, I read your blog or whatever. Because back in the day, I had a blog when that was a thing, right? When people read those. And yeah, that's kind of how it started. And yeah, then everything just kind of progressed from there, and then led to like randomly deciding to put on races. So